Hello everyone, this is me Rabab Zehra from TECHx Media. The guests I have with me right now are from Pure Storage, Mr. Nicolas Leblanc. He is VP Europe, Middle East and Africa at Pure Storage. Mr. Omar Akar, he is Regional VP, Middle East and Africa at Pure Storage. So let's welcome both of the guests on TECHx Media today. We will have a conversation with them about Pure Storage GITEX presence and a few more questions. So let's say hi to Nicolas and Omar. Hi.
Hi, Rabab.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thank you very much.
So as we are at GITEX, the biggest technology event of the region, and with the crowd, it looks like that GITEX is back and we are in the post-pandemic era. What is Pure Storage showcasing at GITEX this time? As we know that it's about uncomplicating storage forever. So tell our viewers, what does that mean?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for welcoming us today. We are at the heart of innovation here, in GITEX. It's very obvious, and as you said, it was a pleasure to see all those customer, prospect, partners coming over to our booth for the past 4 days, and definitely this is what Pure is about. We are spending more than 20% of our revenue every year in R&D, which is a key differentiator in the market to bring a better portfolio of data services solutions to our prospect and customers. So GITEX for us means a lot because first of all, we like really to grow and invest more and more in this part of the world, under Omar's leadership. And we want to showcase, as you said, the way we can deliver data services to our customers. So it goes above and beyond storage, how we could have a modern, obviously, infrastructure to support the needs of now and the needs of the future, but also, obviously, how we modernize the application level, using subscription models, using Pure Fusion, use your new data services, and how we go to the application level, and we have a modern experience also with containerization, for instance, with Portworx. So yes, we are very happy to showcase this as GITEX with Omar.
Sure. Thank you, Nicolas, and thank you one more time, Rabab, for your time today. So as definitely mentioned by Nicolas, first of all, GITEX is a very important event for us. If you look at what's happening in the Middle East region, specifically in UAE, you would see that there's a lot of emphasis on digital transformation and digitalization in general. We've seen a lot of initiatives in UAE, and I always say it, we're proud to see UAE among the top 10 countries in terms of digital evolution momentum worldwide. GITEX is the right venue to demonstrate the proper solutions that can accelerate the digital upgrade agenda of various customers across different industries, and that's why we're here today. Now back to your question on uncomplicating storage in specific. We live in an era, if you look at IDC, when they speak about the digital infrastructure, they highlight important aspects. They speak about two things: the ubiquitous deployment of infrastructure, which means the ability to deploy an infrastructure anytime, anywhere, on the fly, while guaranteeing time to market. So we're going to show them how Pure can help you basically realize the ubiquitous deployment, the simplicity in deploying an infrastructure, and the improved time to market we can bring to our customers in an era where cloud is becoming important. So how can I automate provisioning resources anywhere, anytime? And the second thing talks about the autonomous operation. How can you introduce a lot of efficiency when it comes to day two operation? How can we guarantee that your infrastructure is very simple to manage and maintain moving forward, and hence IT team will have more time to spend on innovation rather than on day two operational activities?
That's interesting. So we know that Pure Storage has been doing a lot for sustainability to maintain an eco-friendly environment. So what are the initiatives you have taken recently, and how are you planning to take it forward?
So first of all, we completely revamped our evergreen portfolio, with Evergreen Gold, which names now, is Evergreen Forever. So, there is no forklift upgrades for customers, not this crazy cycle of 3 years in terms of product life cycle, where you have basically to migrate data, you have to migrate your data services as well, and it's very painful, very long and obviously very costly. But also, we introduce Evergreen One, which is our previous pure as a service model, which is a full flexible solution to provide the right level of services for the customer, for a period of 3, 5, even 10 years for some of them, where you don't have to worry about the CapEx investments. It's a full OpEx solution. It's based on our Pure One operating system, where you can automate, orchestrate, and migrate any application, any workload, wherever they are, on-premise, off-premise, with your system integrators, with your outsourcers, also on public cloud with AWS, or of course, with Azure as an example. So, and we also introduced, which is brand new, Evergreen Flex model, which is a bit of mix, in between, where you basically use some CapEx budget that you might have for the hardware part, but we enter into a subscription model for the software part, also, following your needs and your growth along the way, not creating any, painful type of migration or upgrade.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, to add to what Nicolas is saying, so first of all, if you look at what third-party analysts are saying, some assessments were done around sustainability, and it shows that Pure is actually 80% more efficient in terms of carbon emission versus any other competitor today in the market. And the reason behind this is we're definitely committed to the sustainability agenda. And first of all, our technology is extremely simple, and our architecture, we call it a stateless decoupled architecture. So we use much less components within our system, and hence we consume much less power, and of course rack space versus anyone else. Number two, we've introduced a lot of features that will make efficiency even at a different scale and at a different level. Pure, when we've introduced the all-flash technology way before everyone else, we basically, at that point in time, all-flash was considerably an expensive technology. So we had to innovate in order to drive efficiency and cost reduction. We've done things like advanced deduplication technologies that helps you utilize less physical storage versus what you actually need. And that plays a major role in driving down the, of course, space consumption, data center resource utilization in general. And last but not least, Nicolas has mentioned a very important point around offering the flexible consumption model and a pay-as-you-grow model. Instead of customers buying more than what they actually need, we're showing customers that, first of all, they can basically buy what they actually need. They can whatever is being utilized is what will be basically activated. And second of all, we've built the technology to be evergreen, which means with Pure, you don't need to change the technology very often. You don't need to do a forklift upgrade from one version to another. And that is extremely important because we have customers who have adopted our technology more than 10 years ago, and that technology is still available and it's still being utilized. So this shows you that we do a lot of investment protection, and we make sure that customers are not going to throw away their investment and their hardware every couple of years, which plays a major role again in driving in supporting the sustainability agenda.
We are making obsolescence obsolete. So,
Exactly.
you don't have also, to basically give back the assets. It's also, a sustainable agenda.
And by the way, as a company, Pure is committed anyway to the greenhouse gas protocol in general. We're committed to scope 1, 2, and 3, 50% reduction on scope 1 and 2, even 65 on scope 3 by 2030. So we're even committed to reduce the carbon emission when it comes to the actual production of our products and our solutions. So sustainability is a key aspect, is a fundamental aspect in what we do moving forward.
That's interesting indeed. So we are talking about the post-pandemic era, and a lot of the pandemic has changed a lot of things. What are the new trends in the market in this at this time now, and what kind of solutions are in demand by the customers? How is Pure catering to those demands? A lot of questions in one question.
No, I think the key trend in the industry are probably 5 major ones. So first of all, you mentioned sustainability. It's a big one, okay? How we can make a better planet, all together, with our customers and partners, and participate actively to that. Those carbon reduction up to 84% when it comes to Pure, by the way, compared to some of our competitors. I think the second one is definitely the appetite for hybrid private cloud solutions. So having best of breed technology, providing the right level of data services, the right consumption model, wherever it's on-premise, off-premise, for the customer, having a cloud-like experience, with always the latest technology and updated systems. The third one is definitely around cloud-native applications and containerization. So 86% of the CIO do have an agenda in containerization, and with our cloud-native business unit, since the acquisition of Portworx at Pure, we can definitely get on together, with our customer on this journey. Another one is definitely cyber defense and security. So it's the way also, you back up your data, but more importantly, the way you restore it in an appropriate time frame, and the way you can secure them all along the way. And I would say the fifth one is around unstructured data growth, because we know that it's by definition, by nature, unpredictable. You see more and more, object storage data, more and more file data. And when it comes to AI, analytics-ready data services, this is where we are investing a lot also with our customers. So I believe this is the 5 trends we see in our market right now, for which we have a response.
Yeah, I think probably Nicolas mentioned clearly the trends, and I of course agree with that 100%. I'll probably give you a glimpse on how do we respond to these trends in specific. So first of all, Nicolas mentioned something very important. Cloud is becoming important, and cloud, by the way, it is very obvious now to all organizations that a distributed architecture is important. The ability to deploy a digital service anywhere, any point in time. So cloud is not one model, it's not one form, it's not on-prem only, it's not public only. What we're trying in Pure is to basically enable this architecture. So the first thing we do is we deliver infrastructure as a service anywhere. And as mentioned by Nicolas, we cater for different types of applications, the current application workload and the future cloud native application workloads, because these two different application workloads demand different data services. So having a diverse data services offering that is offered in an as a service model anywhere is quite important. And the second important pillar is how do we work around the changes, the challenges of cloud native applications. Cloud native applications means you're talking about microservices based applications, and managing thousands of containers is not an easy thing. The way you store, protect, apply rule-based security, auto-scaling around containers and making sure that it is mobile across a distributed cloud is a challenge. And Pure focuses a lot on providing a unified data hub or a data platform that can basically help you accelerate the deployment of those modern applications and deliver unique persistent storage, protection, security, and mobility across cloud. And last but not least, Nicolas mentioned something which is very important. AI, machine learning, analytics are extremely important pillars in any digital transformation, and the aim is to capitalize on these types of technologies to basically realize data-driven decision making. And in Pure also we give that a lot of attention. So we first of all avail the proper data services that can support these types of workloads, and with our ecosystem partners, we're even helping customers have industry-specific use cases that will help build their future analytics strategy. So that's in a nutshell how do we respond to the key trends in the market.
And by the way, we keep this with our DNA, which is always around agility, flexibility and simplicity.
That's interesting, and I think that was the maximum information you could provide with such limited time. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for the invitation.
It's a pleasure talking to you. We had Nicolas and Omar from Pure Storage with us today. Stay tuned to TECHx to know more about what is happening at GITEX Technology Week 2022. Goodbye.